A Robin Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the bars, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta.
You are listening to A Robin Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the bars, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby. It's the Underground Sports Show. Yeah, it's your host, Filthy Rich. Best show in your city, in my city. It's the Underground. Yeah, Underground Sports Show, baby. My type of show today. Week 1, NFL game day, baby. You can't beat that, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, got a whole bunch for you today. You know what I'm saying? Whole bunch for y'all. We're going to go through everything. We're going to get our gamble on. We're going to get our fantasy football on. Yeah, it is what it is. It's the Underground, baby. Ow. If you in the chat, shout me out. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's up in here. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, that's how we do on the Underground, baby. Talk yo sports, talk yo shit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. It's the Underground. Yeah. Underground Sports Show, baby. Once again, appreciate you coming out. If you're out, sorry for the slow start, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's game day week 1, man. Couldn't wait for it, I should say. NFL week 1, game day, Sunday. Now, we had a couple games already, and that's okay. We're going to get to that, you know what I'm saying? But let's get to the icebreaker real quick and see how many people we can get up in here, you know what I'm saying? You know how I like to start the show with an icebreaker. Now, this ain't your cookie cutter show right here. You know what I'm saying? This is the Underground Sports Show. That means we be digging for the stories, and we going to talk about the things they ain't talking about on the regular mainstream shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, I get into some of that, but, you know, I ain't going to lie. I be digging. But this is the game day show where we go through all the games that's going to come on Sunday. You know, my Steelers is at the Jets. Got my 2 games of the week this week. We got 2 underground games of the week this week. We'll get to that and let y'all know what those are. We're going to recap on some college football. And like I said, this ain't your cookie cutter show, man. If you're here just to talk Steelers, then this might not be the show for you. Now, we're going to get into the Steelers. Don't get it twisted. You see what I got back. It's on and popping with these Steelers. But we're going to be all over the league. Like I said, I spreads it out. You know what I'm saying? I covers it all. So, yeah. Let's start it off with an icebreaker here. Just a little something that I seen in the news that could be a little sports related or not sports related. But, you know, sometimes I just hit it with it to let people get up in here and see what's going on, all right? You know what I'm saying? But it is game day week 1, so we turned up for these games, so we're going to get to it in a minute. But I had to share what I seen over the weekend. Now, my man 50 Cent is playing in a new movie. And the new movie is related to sports because it's MMA, right? The new movie is Street Fighter, another Street Fighter. They're making another Street Fighter and 50 Cent is in it. And guess who he's playing, man? Guess who 50 Cent is playing in the movie? Balrog. Now, y'all can tell I'm in the arcades and games and stuff like that. We all grew up in the 90s, late 80s with video games. Street Fighter, we was waiting for the movie come out, and that first one was trash. And now I don't know about this one either. Come on, man. You got 50-year-old 50 Cent playing Balrog? For what? Why is Balrog playing? Why is 50 Cent playing Balrog? I don't know. Now, 50 Cent, I think 50 Cent's a decent actor. Don't get it twisted. You ain't got to be the best actor in the world to play in a Street Fighter movie. But it just don't sit right to me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they could have picked somebody younger, bigger, stronger. You know what I'm saying? Balrog's like 6'6", 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? They could have just got Tyson to play Balrog, who they copied him after anyway. You know what I'm saying? But why 50 Cent, man? I mean, I don't know. Now, I think, like I said, 50 Cent's a decent actor, but he might want to stay in his lane. You know what I'm saying? MMA ain't really his lane. You know what I'm saying? I want this. They could have picked a real MMA fighter for real. They could have picked one of them and, you know, somebody that we could have realistically thought that, yeah, he could fight. You know what I'm saying? Not saying 50 can't fight. I don't know what 50 can do, but that ain't what he do. You know what I'm saying? He's a rapper. So why is a rapper playing a street fighter? An MMA fighter? I don't get it. I don't know. But yeah, man, 50 Cent is playing Balrog in a new Street Fighter movie. The last one, they fucked it up. But there's 2 Street Fighter movies that came out. The cartoon one was decent, of course. But that one with Van Damme was playing Gal, you know what I mean? That was trash. So hopefully they can fix it. You know you're going to watch it just because it's Street Fighter. They throw it on Netflix or whatever. So yeah, look out for that. 50 Cent is playing Balrog, all right? All right, so back to my second icebreaker. My second icebreaker is definitely sports related, man. I was looking up some things in the high school football world here in Pittsburgh and didn't notice Penn Hills is 0-2. Then I kept looking through the games and noticed that Fox Chapel is 2-0. So damn, Fox Chapel, I've been seeing a little bit of shine on Fox Chapel. They beat the Knock Knights 20-18. And then all of a sudden, I look at the schedule again, and now Fox Chapel plays Penn Hills coming up this Friday. But Penn Hills is 0-2 and Fox Chapel's 2-0. That's usually the other way around. But what I just want to say real quick is that, man, Penn Hills, you better not. Penn Hills, you better not lose to, swear, y'all better not lose to Fox Chapel, bro. I don't care if Fox Chapel's 2-0. I don't care. It's Penn Hills versus Fox Chapel. I believe the game is in Penn Hills. Oh, let me check. But anyway, yeah, bruh. Penn Hills, y'all cannot lose to Fox Chapel. Just can't do it, man. No way, no how. But yeah, that's my second icebreaker. Y'all make sure y'all check out for that. Y'all might go on that. If I ain't saying Penn Hills is good, obviously they 0-2. But I mean, we might have to start looking out for Fox Chapel, and we ain't used to that. Usually Fox Chapel is, you know, you get in there and you can just run them boys over and it's a wrap. So we shall see about that. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into this third icebreaker. Y'all see my question of the day. Does Aaron Rodgers have any John Elway in him? All right? And the reason my question is up there is because the scenario that the Pittsburgh Steelers are in this year really reminds me of the old John Elway. Now, this question right here is going to test your NFL history. And I'm going to let y'all tell me if Aaron Rodgers got any John Elway in him. Now, I'm going to get back to my answer later. All right? But if you got the knowledge, if you remember what happened with John Elway, you might believe that Aaron Rodgers got a chance to have a little John Elway in him, man. I hope so, for real, for real. When you hear my answer, you'll understand what I'm talking about, all right? But let's get back to the games on Thursday and Friday. Thursday, the Cowboys played the Eagles, and the Chiefs played the Chargers on Friday. Two really good games, man. Two really good games. But as I was speaking to my Steelers, that first game, Cowboys and the Eagles, that shit started out crazy from the jump. You know what I'm saying? But the real story is, like I said, talking about my Steelers, ain't you glad we didn't keep George Pickens? See, what happens when you trade a player like George Pickens, who acts the way George Pickens acts? Once you trade for him and you accept him on your team, you are basically enabling the things he was doing on the other team. Because you're saying, I support that, I want you, they don't want you, but we like that over here. So come on and bring that over here, George Pickens. You can act however you want to act over here for the Cowboys. George Pickens dropping balls. I see him running lazy routes, getting penalties, clotheslining dudes. Still not getting the targets he wanted. So I just got a feeling George Pickens is going to be unhappy real quick with the Cowboys. And I'm glad it's their problem and not my Steelers' problem. No more. But for real, it really started. The game was crazy. The Cowboys game, how it started out with Spitgate. You know what I'm saying? Spitgate was crazy. But what I really want to say about Spitgate is, do any of y'all think that Dak Prescott should take any of the blame for what happened that day? Not any of the blame, not all of the blame, of course, but some of it. I believe Dak Prescott
out for the game
should really take some accountability. Now, we all know he spit before this right here, okay? Now, when he walks, as Jalen Carter's walking up to him, he walks up to Jalen Carter like a real tough guy, knowing all the refs around, you know, his linemen's around right there. And Jalen Carter already said in the media interview that, you know, he spit at me. Okay? Now, you see Dak Prescott here saying, hey, bro, you see his finger pointing out, I spit on the ground. Trying to explain itself. But to me, you spit anywhere close to me on purpose, looking at me dead in the eyes, that's fighting words to me. So I understand Jalen Carter's frustration. Not that he did the right thing, though. But sometimes, you know, when you heat it, you ready to go, first game of the year, and Jalen Carter's a big dude, man. I know some big dudes that'll beat your ass for way motherfucking less. For way less. But Jalen Carter, man, it's tough to spit on the dude, but I guess he spit at you first. It is what it is. Your second dude always get caught. But both these dudes, basically, one got spit at, one got spit on, as we see right here. I mean, up close and personal too, man. Damn, that's nasty. That's nasty to look at. But what I don't understand is why the next thing didn't happen that happened in the Chiefs game. Okay, so we go down to Brazil, and this is how I'm thinking you're supposed to act when somebody spit on you. You see my man Tart right here? Kelsey giving him a little push. Bow! So we had a spit and a punch in week one. Man, it's getting off to a wild start here. You know, Kelsey gave him an extra tug or whatever like that. Didn't spit in his face, but this is what this is what I would have did if I was Dak Prescott. You spit on me. That's what I would have did. Fuck asking for the ref. Fuck asking for a penalty. Nah, bruh. Nah. It's time to go. But Tartt didn't even get kicked out of this game. Now, you ain't supposed to be able to punch nobody in the face, but they said it was an open hand punch. Now, we was just talking about MMA. I remember Bruce Lee saying, hey, that's how you supposed to punch somebody with an open hand, with the bottom of the hand right here, so you don't break your hand, break your fingers, you punch them right here, that shit just hurt as bad. The bottom of the wrist. Fuck you up. So a swing is a swing, no matter if your fist is closed or open. A swing is a swing to me, and I don't really know how these refs let this dude hang around. You know what I'm saying? But this is what Dak Prescott or Jalen Carter should have just walked up to him. He felt like he spit at him and just punched him in the mouth. Real shit. That's just how I feel. All right, man. Hit the like button. You like the show? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know you in the house. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Filthy Rich. Call in to the show, 412-407-2744. I done waited long enough. Let's talk about some Steelers, baby. Let's talk about some Steelers. Like I said, is Aaron Rodgers have any John Elway in him, huh? Now, what happened with John Elway back in the day, if you don't know, John Elway lost the first 3 Super Bowls he went to. Lost them all. Some of them in dramatic fashion, especially against the 49ers. The 49ers beat them like 55-10. Got beat by the Redskins, jumped on them. And I think the Giants beat them. All in the 80s/90s, whenever it was. Okay? But then when he was old and almost out the door at 38 years old, he won back-to-back Super Bowls with Denver. Now, he didn't change teams like Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is looking for, you know, back then they didn't really get rid of you as quick as they do now. You know what I'm saying? But Aaron Rodgers is looking for a makeover, a career makeover. Now, he's already won a Super Bowl, so he didn't have the same exact history as John Elway, but he's been struggling for a while. I just watched the Atlanta Falcons game, NFC Championship game on an accident the other day, and noticed how they lost the NFC Championship to Atlanta. He lost a whole bunch of other playoff games in Lambeau. He's been coming up short for a while. Then he goes to the Jets. Everybody think it's Super Bowl contender. No. You get hurt, and then the next year you come back. Everybody's like, all right, he's recovered. Let's see what we can do this year. And it turns into shit for Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers is reeling. And he's trying to get back to form like John Elway did and win those 2 Super Bowls. But did John Elway have some help? Hell yeah, he had some help. Because if Aaron Rodgers want to be John Elway, he's going to need that same type of help. Now, John Elway was not the same guy, but he was still up here. You know what I mean? And he still had some guts. So the number one thing we're going to need Aaron Rodgers to do is have some guts. Remember, John Elway was selling his body out. Even though he was old as hell, he was jumping over the pile, doing all types of shit in the Super Bowl to win that game. But Aaron Rodgers just got to get to the Super Bowl right now. So if you feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers are Super Bowl contenders, it ain't going to be just because of Aaron Rodgers. He needs the help like John Elway got the help. Now, what did John Elway have? Terrell Davis, Hall of Fame running back, ran for 2,000 yards that year. You also had a Hall of Fame tight end, best tight end in the game at the time, Shannon Sharp. And he had 2 reliable receivers. 2 big, reliable receivers. Who was it? Ross Smith, not Christian McCaffrey, but his dad, Ed McCaffrey. And they also had a Orange Crush defense that didn't take no shit. So if Aaron Rodgers wants to be John Elway and help the Pittsburgh Steelers win a Super Bowl, he's going to need some help. Now, can Jaylen Warren have an all-pro, Pro Bowl type season? He needs to help Aaron Rodgers. I need 1,500 yards out of Jaylen Warren. Anybody think Jaylen Warren can get 1,500 yards to help Aaron Rodgers redeem his career here in Pittsburgh? Because that's what it's going to take to win a Super Bowl. Because Aaron Rodgers ain't going to do it by himself. Just like John Elway couldn't do it by himself. Then John Elway had, just like I said, Pro Bowl Hall of Fame tight end. Well, we just went and spent money on the tight end we already had, Freiermuth. Then we went and traded for one of the best tight ends in football, and Jonnu Smith. And we got Mal Washington, who everybody thinks should be getting the ball more. So if you tie them three dudes up together, maybe we can get some Pro Bowl type play out of all three tight ends. If you mesh them together, maybe we can. Now I said also John Elway has solid wide receivers, right? McCaffrey and Smith. Well, that's where we slipping a little bit, but we did go out and spend big money on DK Metcalf. But we need to find one more reliable source. One more reliable source out of wide receiver. We shall find out who that is today. And that's one of the most excited things I'm excited about today is to find out who's going to step up and be that wide receiver too. I'm predicting Calvin Austin III. I do give Roman Wilson a chance to do that for sure. Khalil Cotton in the chat. What up, cuzzo? We need a solid offensive line. Yes, we do. It's another thing Denver Broncos had that year. They were solid all around. So Aaron Rodgers is going to need a lot of help trying to come back to form. Trying to get some John Elway in him. You know what I'm saying? Now, talked about number 2 receivers. Move on real quick. Off the Steelers. But nah, let's not go nowhere because we forgot to talk about the defense. That's where he's going to need help too. T.J. Watt. Let's talk T.J. Watt. What's your expectations for T.J. Watt this year? That's a lot of money they forked over to T.J. Watt. It's a lot of money that the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones said, I'm not giving to Michael Parsons. He wasn't with it. The Steelers were willing to pay T.J. Watt. So my expectations are to the roof with T.J. Watt. We cannot have another 11-sack season, T.J. Watt. We don't need a disappearance in the playoffs, T.J. Watt, even though I'm not as mad about that. I wasn't mad about nothing with T.J. Watt last year. He's allowed to have a down year, but now that you got the bread, we're expecting you to step up. We're expecting the rest of the defense to step up too. Guys like Patrick Queen. Because remember, John Elway had Romanowski over there. You need to have solid middle linebackers. Solid middle linebackers. In the NFL period to be successful. And that's where we've been slipping at lately, you ask me. We had a rookie last year in Patrick Queen. Just wasn't a king. We need Queen to be a king. What I seen in the preseason, I still didn't like. Another thing about the preseason, we don't know what we getting today out of Aaron Rodgers. We don't know if the timing's right. We don't know if he looks like he got some youth in him. We don't know nothing because Mike Tomlin did not want to put Aaron Rodgers out there. Now, to me, I thought that was a mistake. I'm seeing Joe Burrow in the preseason jump running out there. I see Patrick Mahomes in the preseason running out there. What's good? Why Aaron Rodgers don't need to get his timing right? Why Aaron Rodgers don't need to prep? Because he's old? Because he might get hurt? Shit, he can get hurt today on the first play. Got hurt 2 years ago in the same stadium. 3 plays in. So I've been supporting Mike Tomlin for sure. When it comes to a lot of people want Mike Tomlin out of town, I disagree. But the Khalil Cotton says we need Queen to be a king. Goddamn right. Now, I support Mike Tomlin like I was saying, but bruh, I don't agree with this at all. And I don't have to agree with everything somebody does to support somebody that they should have the job. No. I've coached before. I've coached next to dudes I didn't agree with the decision he was making right then and there. But that's okay. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong. It ain't about that. But this is just how I thought They should at least threw Aaron Rodgers in there for one preseason game. They wanted to use practices. To me, I played ball. Practice ain't the same, bruh. I don't care if it's against another team, scrimmage, whatever. Especially in the NFL when dudes getting paid. You ain't trying to get hurt nowhere. You ain't trying to go out 100% nowhere until you get on that field and you getting a check that week. Or you get into the playoffs and you know it's for the bowl. So you ain't going to tell me everybody's going 100% at practice. You still can't hit the quarterback. You know they ain't let nobody hit the quarterback at practice. So yeah, I disagree with that. And speaking of Mike Tomlin, my next question is, it's pretty obvious to me, is Mike Tomlin on the hot seat this year? What y'all think about it? Mike Tomlin is definitely on one of them hot seats. There's a few hot seats this year. Got Dabo in New York. Oh, and they hate Mike. They hate what's his name? Mike Daniels. What's his that? Nah, McDaniels. Yeah, out in Miami. I think he's a good coach, but they hate his ass. He's on a hot seat big time. All right, we'll get back to the Steelers in a minute when we stop to talk Steelers and Jets. But let's go over some quick news real quick. Cam Hayward got paid just the other day, right before the season started. We know it was going to happen. Man, the Steelers trolled us the whole offseason. They trolled the whole nation all offseason. I think it was smart. I was saying it all year, especially when Aaron Rodgers was in the limelight and was coming and going, and they was just milking it, bruh. They was on national TV every morning. Every morning. People was having Aaron Rodgers sightings. Oh, I seen him on the golf course. I seen him in Walmart. I seen him, you know what I'm saying, here, there. Is he coming? Bruh, they was tripping on Aaron Rodgers. Then Aaron Rodgers finally comes to town. As soon as he comes to town, what's next? TJ Watt story, right? They milked that like they ain't going to pay TJ Watt. Right before camp, they paid TJ Watt. And then, all of a sudden, Cam Hayward got a money situation. Now, I think Cam Hayward was a good guy for the way he did it. Everybody thinks he was a bad guy for the way he did it. But think about it. If you had the Aaron Rodgers situation going on, and then you had the TJ Watt situation going on, why would I double down on that with my business? You know what I'm saying? Just suppose you had a homeboy at work, right? And he wanted to get a raise, and he going in the office asking for a raise. That don't mean you run in the office too and ask for a raise at the same time he is. That's just kind of ignorant to me. So Cam Hayward was patient. Once his man TJ Watt got his deal, all right, it's my time to ask for mine. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cam Hayward got a chance to make $18 million this year. It's not guaranteed, but he got a chance to make it. And that's all the man wanted. He is one of the best defensive tackles in the league. So let's go, Cam. And that's motivation right there for Cam. So we should see a big year out of Cam. We need that. You got to go earn his money. So go get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, up next, Judkins. Quinshon Judkins finally signs with the Browns. Now, I doubt if he plays today, but just yesterday, he signed his contract with the Browns, second-round pick. He was in a bit of a jam with a female, you know, and, man, it's dangerous for these dudes out here today, man. I feel sorry for anybody famous with some money, man. These girls, they're going to backstab you every time. It's a fact. You get in with the wrong girl, man, she's going to backstab you. You're better off, like, taking your high school sweetheart all the way or your college sweetheart all the way, and there's somebody that you really know, because messing around with these chicks after you get a couple dollars, man, is risky business. She claimed sexual assault and, that he beat her up and all that type of stuff like that. And the case got dropped and my man got his job back. That's what's up, because it was in real jeopardy, man. And he was holding out, trying to get all guaranteed money. I doubt if he still got his all guaranteed money now. I hope he did, because I hope everything is dropped on him. But yeah, Judkins from Ohio State, rookie, should be able to help Cleveland. Finally got his deal done. And Jameis Williamson from the Detroit Lions got his bread, all right? Also, last thing in the news, Amari Cooper, man. What the fuck is Amari Cooper thinking? Now, I don't know if y'all know about this story, but Amari Cooper signs with the Raiders for one day, thinking that, they're thinking that he can help us coming back to the Raiders. That's what I'm thinking. Damn, the Steelers missed out on a decent receiver that we could have picked up, looking for number 2. And he signs with the Raiders. And the next day, he retires. What the hell is you doing? Now, I know there's one-day contracts, so you can retire with the team maybe you got drafted by, but that ain't what he did. He said he was coming to play, and then the next day made a decision that, nah, I ain't playing no more, man. So I don't understand that. That's kind of weird to me, you know what I'm saying? I know they had an interview with Nick Saban about it, and they said, you know, he was saying Amari Cooper's a real quiet guy. You never know what he's thinking. I've been around him for years, coached him for 4 years, and been around him ever since. And, you know, one thing about Amari Cooper is you never know what he's thinking. And I guess that's the moral to the story, man. I don't know what the hell Amari Cooper was thinking. I'm just glad this didn't happen to the Steelers, because I was basically wanting Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen came out and said that, nah, I ain't playing for the Steelers. I ain't playing for the Steelers. They're a trash organization. I don't know where he's getting that from, but okay. I was thinking like, okay, well, Amari Cooper's the best option. But if he would have did that to us, I would have been highly upset about it. I think it's weird, but it ain't my team, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. All right. Let's make a little recap real quick of the games Thursday and Friday. We talked about spitting and the punching, but we didn't really talk about the games. Don't know what Jalen Carter was thinking. Got his ass about the game. But one thing that I did like about this game is, you know, for real, Al, it was very competitive. I thought the Cowboys were better than everybody thought they were, and they were a lot better. You know, Dak Prescott takes a lot of flack, man, and I don't think he deserves it. I really don't. A lot of people shit on Dak Prescott like he's the worst quarterback in the league. Don't deserve no money. You know, and it's just, I think it's wrong, man. And he was the best player on the field that day. Usually CeeDee Lamb's the best player on the field, but if you watch the game, that was not the case. CeeDee Lamb, 4 drops. 4 drops. And you seen the last 2 was critical. In the chat, Uncle Burl Gert, great commentary, fam. You have been spot on today. Your football knowledge is growing and growing. Happy Cam is getting his money, although it's mostly incentive-based. Yeah, that's true. And that's what I like about it, honestly. I mean, you're old, you got to do that to an older guy because you don't know the results you're going to get. But I think that's motivation for him to work hard. Now, Cam's always ready, so I'm not really worried about it. And I'm sure Cam's confident in himself that he's going to get his bread. But appreciate the compliment, no doubt. Where's that? Oh, Cowboys-Eagles. Cowboys-Eagles. Like I said, good game. Glad we didn't have Pickens around. And he just showed his face. Quick. Trying to catch balls with one hand, dropping them. Crying all the goddamn time. I see a slant to CeeDee Lamb on one side, and I'm looking on the other side of the field, and you got George Pickens jogging, not even running a route. Just because the ball ain't coming to him. You don't know that for sure, though. You never know. So, yeah, them was the little things I don't like about George Pickens. We're ready to get him out of town. Steelers gave him his chance. And you had to give him his chance. Uber talented, man. But just a bit of a head case a little bit, man. I don't know if he'll ever get it together. We shall see. Like I said earlier, I feel like Dallas enabled him when he brought him in. So, it is what it is. All right, but Eagles did wind up winning that game. What was the score of that game? See. Well, they only won by a couple points. Yep, 24-20. And it was a good one. All right, now the Chargers game was the game that I liked even more. Chargers and the Chiefs. Damn, down in Brazil. Felt like a Super Bowl game, man. I mean, the pageantry was sweet. It was the first game ever televised on YouTube. So anybody with a smart TV, anybody with a phone, basically the whole world, it was free to watch. Free. Now, I can see YouTube doing this a lot more, but the best part about the game, I don't know if y'all noticed, was the camera angle. The camera angle was like that Madden, watch the game, but you ain't really playing angle. I don't know if y'all Madden players out there, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When Madden come on, it's just a preview of the game. It's like from the side, but it's like that angle up in the air. I ain't never really seen a broadcast like that. Now, we always go from the side view, from the sideline view, but I never really seen that upper, like angle. You just had to see the game, and you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all felt like it, but my eyes had to like adjust for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It was sweet, but it was like just ain't used to watching it like that. There was a couple things I felt like I couldn't see. You know what I mean? But it was cool. By the end of the game, I was liking it a lot. So that was the number one thing. I think other channels might pick that up. That was the first thing I seen. But when it comes to the game, man, damn, Justin Herbert looked damn good. Damn good. Way better than Patrick Mahomes, you ask me. Now, Patrick Mahomes was short at receiver big time. We already know he had Rashee Rice out. We already know you see, if you watch the game, Xavier Worthy got hurt. But to me, Justin Herbert was the star from the beginning to the end. And his receivers stepped up for him. Johnston, the guy that they drafted a couple years ago, been having a drop season. He didn't drop shit, caught the first touchdown. Keenan Allen caught 2 touchdowns. I believe Justin Herbert had about 318 yards or something like that, and just was slinging the ball all over the place, man. Slinging it all over the place. And this game was huge for the Chargers. It was huge for both teams, honestly, but it was really huge for Harbaugh and the Chargers trying to get over the hump, trying to get over the Chiefs hump. And I asked about it all year. Will the Chiefs have a Super Bowl hangover? Is Travis Kelce too old? Is Patrick Mahomes out there all by himself? Because we ain't going to say Patrick Mahomes is slipping, man. He was out there giving crazy effort. At first, at the beginning of the game, wasn't looking good. It's going 3 and out. And then he just turned into Travis Kelce. I mean, not Travis Kelce, but he just turned into Patrick Mahomes, man. Start slinging things everywhere, falling. Y'all seen that one pass where he was falling on the ground and still, man, Patrick Mahomes ain't going nowhere. But that don't mean the Chiefs ain't going to have a Super Bowl hangover. Still no dominant run game. Travis Kelce still looked old. Yeah, I seen a touchdown, but it was kind of like, one of them old school little Andy Reid trick plays to get somebody wide open real quick. So that worked, and he was wide open. That's all. But that's all I really seen him do. Didn't really have an impact on the game that we're used to from Travis Kelce. So after the first game, I do think the Chiefs are in a little bit of trouble, man. Xavier Worthy looked really hurt. Now, Hollywood Brown had 10 receptions, but shit, he ain't had nobody else to throw it to. Who else was he going to throw it to? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty bad. It was pretty bad for the Chiefs, man. That receiving core ain't looking good. And my question is, where's the young boys at? They got 2 young boys that I felt like should have been in the game. They got the boy Royals out of Utah that they drafted, and the one boy out of SMU that they drafted. I'm trying to find the rosters real quick. Should I had it up? But yeah, I felt like some of the receivers that I feel like was going to step up, some of the young receivers, they just wasn't even in the mix. They really wasn't. So, they got to step up for Patrick Mahomes, or it's going to be a long year. But shout out to Justin Herbert, because I was sleeping, man. Everybody got him in the top 10, and I was like, I don't know, man. He be folding here and there, but hey, week one can be alive. But right now, Justin Herbert, sitting pretty. All right, before we go to halftime, let's switch it up real quick, and let's take a look at yesterday's college football. Because like I said, man, on here, we talking about all football, man. To watch the Underground Sports Show, you got to love football, period. Not like football. You can't be no fan. Can't be no fan of one team. I can't see myself just talking about the Steelers all day. I love my boys, and we're going to get back to them in a minute. But we talking all football here. College, pros. We're going to get in some fantasy and some betting in a minute here. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, quick college outlook, I should say. Where my college games at? Here we go. So yeah, yesterday in college was a big day. You know what I mean? Our boy the Pitt Panthers blew had a blowout yesterday. The Chippewas, that's who came through. Central Michigan, right? Yeah, Central Michigan came up, got busted, but Ohio State beat up on Grambling 70-0. I ain't seen a 70 in a while, but Grambling had the balls to play. Ohio State got tore up. Penn State handled their business. You know what I'm saying? The other big games out there. South Carolina and South Carolina State. I thought that was interesting just because of the two teams. You know what I mean? We knew South Carolina was going to handle South Carolina State, but I wonder if they kind of did this on purpose, but those are the two schools that the Sharp brothers went to. Sterling Sharp went to South Carolina, and Shannon Sharp went to South Carolina State. All right, so I don't know if they showed them any love down there on that day down in South Carolina. I need to look that up and see. Y'all let me know. Call in the show. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know if they showed them any love down there. But yeah, they also, his brother, I would say they both just went in Hall of Fame this year. Now, Shannon always said it wasn't complete until he got his brother Sterling into the Hall of Fame. And this year, they both got up on that stage, and his brother was inducted, Sterling, finally into the Hall of Fame. Well-deserved. Career cut short, of course, but we all know that Sterling Sharp was a beast. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that them two teams that got together, South Carolina State and South Carolina. And you see this trend. A lot of the HBCU schools starting to play these big Division I schools, challenging their players, and they need to. They might have caught the blowout, but for real, South Carolina 38-10 against the number 10 team in the country, that ain't that bad. They held Lenore Sellers to 128 passing yards. That ain't that bad. The rushing leader only had 30 yards. I mean, they did something on defense. I need to see that game. Now, another big game I seen, Florida took the L. Took the L in the swamp to USF, man. Hey, USF is about to be ranked. They should have ranked them last week after they beat 25 Boise State. I don't know how they played them after that. But, yeah, USF for real. That quarterback Brown is a real Heisman Trophy candidate. For real. So they go to the swamp and beat number 13 Florida 18-16. Gramatica kicks the game-winning field goal. And, yeah, that's the Gramatica that played for Tampa Bay. That's his son. Then he had a brother that played for another team. I don't know. I probably got it wrong. They played for a couple teams. But, yeah, it's him, and he looked just like him. So, yeah, he had a game-winning field goal. And that quarterback is Byram Brown. Big dude, man. 6'3", 235 pounds. Mobile. Nice. Nice. Now, Michigan couldn't handle Oklahoma. The Underwood kid might be kind of oversold a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do too well out there in Michigan. So, Michigan, they got a couple quarterback problems going on. But everybody else pretty much handled their business. West Virginia took an L. Colorado handled Delaware 31-7. Everybody, watching out for Dion and seeing what he's doing. Like I said, West Virginia lost to Ohio 17-10. Coming in to the backyard brawl. So they're going to be pissed off, man. They definitely going to be pissed off. All right. And that's pretty much it, man. Oh, yeah, North Carolina got their rebound. Bill Belichick got his rebound win against Charlotte. He couldn't have lived. You lost to Charlotte, bro. Nobody was trying to hear that. Nobody was trying to hear that. But, yeah, the top 25 pretty much stayed the same, except for Florida took that L. Damn, Florida State beat East Texas A&M 77-3. I missed that one yesterday. 77-3. Florida State's for real. Florida State is for real. All right, yep, Mississippi State did upset Arizona State too, so they'll be dropping a little bit, and Mississippi State will have a chance to get up in the top 25. But, yeah, that's it on my college football recap. Arch Manning did do a few things, had 295 yards. And, man, I want to talk shit about Ryan Clark. He be tripping, but maybe we'll get to that later if we got time, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, right now it's halftime. We'll take a break real quick. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, man. It's only halftime. We'll be be right back. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna wrap these games up. Talk about all these games across the league. I got more for you. This is your host, Filthy Rich, Underground Sports Show. Out. I'll be right back. Yeah. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. Pull back, run you over. It's the halftime show. We need a turnover. Pick six. It's your boy Filthy Rich. Turn me up in this bitch. Hit the like button. That's the right button. Call in to the show if you know something, but you probably know nothing. Not my fault that you playing for the wrong team, wrong scheme. Strike you out like Paul schemes. It was all a dream. You never gon' win a thing. Nah. Yeah, you know what it is. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you know what it is. Once again, man, it's your host, Filthy Rich, man. Calling to the show. We live, 412-407-2744. Best show in my city, best show in your city. You know what it is, man. It's the Underground Sports Show, baby. Yeah, yep. Appreciate y'all showing up tonight, man. Hey, hit the like button, not tonight. It's today, man. I'm so used to doing this at night. Game day, week 1, baby. Let's get into it. Let's make a couple bets. Get your parlay ready. Set your fantasy football team up. Can't be losing week 1, baby. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. It's the Underground. Yeah. Halftime show, baby. I appreciate y'all showing up. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know in your house. You in the house. Shout out to the people that been in the chat, man. Showing me love, man. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channels, hit the subscribe button so you know when I pop up, man. I'm going to be doing this game day show every week before the Steeler games, man, at 11 o'clock, 11:15, somewhere around then, you know what I'm saying? So while you on the grill, you know what I'm saying, throw the phone in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen up, man, you know what I'm saying? Put your headphones on, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to watch. All you got to do is listen. You're going to learn a lot more if you listen, you know what I'm saying? Stop watching all the time. Can't learn nothing watching, man. You got to hear what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? If you got something to say, once again, call into the show, man. You know, but let's get into this Steelers Jets, man. We talked about if Aaron Rodgers got any John Elway in him, and we going to see. He needs some help, you know what I'm saying? But today, hey, we need some help here in Pittsburgh, man. We need some help beating the Jets, man. We need some support, man. We need some help because we don't know what we got. Offense didn't play in the preseason. We better not come out slow, I tell you that. Because the Jets been practicing and practicing hard. Got a new coach. Teams with new coaches is always dangerous, always motivated. A new quarterback, by the way, man, both these teams got new quarterbacks, and they swapped them. Ain't that some shit? Now, the worst one's getting paid more than the worst one. Well, we don't even know which one's the worst one. We don't even know. But right now, we got Steelers and Jets at 1 o'clock, and I'm fucking excited. But I tell you what, I don't know what to expect from these Steelers. I do know we got some talent on the field. But you can have some talent and y'all ain't working together, it ain't going to work. It ain't coached up right, it ain't going to work. The timing ain't right, it ain't going to work. Now, this is who I want to see get off today, man. That offensive line. Now, they've been working. That defensive line, they've been working. If y'all can handle y'all business for the Steelers, we gonna win. It might be the slow burn, but if y'all can handle y'all business up front on both sides of the ball, because I seen y'all working all preseason, the rookies, y'all Black, Harmon ain't playing today, but yeah. And you got to spy Justin Fields. Go ahead and let Queen spy Justin Fields. Yes, sir, Unc. In the chat, I will spy Justin Fields. You got to keep your eyes on him, especially if you go man to man. Now, if you run in zone, you don't got to spy him because everybody got their eyes in the backfield. But if you run in man to man, either Wilson or Queen, I think Queen's a little faster, and that's what he's kind of suited for. So yes, I will spy Justin Fields because he likes to run. Now, when we talk in the Jets, they're going to try to run the ball heavy too, though. And that's where we get in trouble with Patrick Queen. And that's the first thing I'm going to be watching today is Patrick Queen. I'm not lying. He is the key to our whole team's success. And we were like, what do you mean, Rich? We got Aaron Rodgers, we got DK Metcalf, we got Jalen Warren just got paid, we got TJ Watt. What are you talking about? Well, middle linebacker is the most unappreciated position in the league. Nobody talks about them, but they're so damn important. They are the generals of the defense. They got to make plays, man. If I can attack your middle of your field and attack your middle guy linebackers in the running game at will and in the passing game at will, you're toast. You're toast. Then if I get them thinking, bruh, toast. So I don't know who the coordinator is for the Jets. But, you know, I would be plotting on Patrick Queen for sure. For sure. Now, they ain't got a lot of talent out there, but the Jets had a good defense last year. We shall see, man. I ain't going to stick on the Steelers all day because I'm going to move on. I want to get to my other game of the week, which is the 8:30 game tonight. And it got to be the game of the week. It's the Ravens versus the Bills. Set us up real nice today, man. 1 o'clock, we get to watch the Steelers and the Jets. The quarterback swap game. Then tonight, we get to watch the best two quarterbacks. Well, two of the best two quarterbacks. I don't even count Patrick Mahomes in it. But yeah, the best two quarterbacks that can't win a Super Bowl. Let's say that. That's what I really want to say. And both of them is feeling a lot of pressure to win the Super Bowl. Now, the Ravens have won Super Bowls before, but it's easy to say that Lamar Jackson is their best quarterback they ever had. But the Super Bowl eludes him. Now, in Buffalo, man, they can't. Well, they done sniffed 4 Super Bowls in a row and couldn't win one. So in Buffalo, they so used to losing, they just deal with it. They just jump off their trailers on the tables and try to break away the pain. I don't know what they doing with that. But yeah, in Buffalo, they used to losing, but they do want a winner. They will support their team. They will give 100% effort to support the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. But Josh Allen, man, can he bring one to Buffalo? Now, this is the beginning of the season, but this is a tone setter right here. This is a tone setter. Say, we can beat you. Now, the Ravens, I believe, got the best roster in football. But Josh Allen is the type of quarterback that can help any roster. But there's really not too many excuses for either one of these, especially Lamar Jackson, one of these teams, especially Lamar Jackson. They done gave Lamar Jackson everything and anything he can ask for. Just look at the DBs for the Ravens. They got one of the best middle linebackers in the league. They always got a pass rush. So they got defense. All you got to do is do your magic when it counts, Lamar. And that's where Lamar has always failed at. But yeah, man, the 2 MVPs back-to-back. The battle of the MVPs. I don't even think Josh Allen should have one. He probably should have got one early in his career, but they robbed Lamar Jackson last year of that. And I just think this is going to be a great nightcap type of game, man. And like I talked about earlier, this channel's about loving football. If you don't love this game right here, if you ain't late for work or tired at work tomorrow because of this game right here, you don't love football like we love football here on the Underground. Because I got to see all of this. I don't care what time 6 o'clock you're here. 6 a.m. now it is. I'm seeing all of that. All right, up next. Dolphins and the Colts. Old school. Dolphins, Colts, man. Old school. Let's see what we can get out of this, man. We have to bet on a couple games here, man. Hit your parlay up. You know what I'm saying? But Dolphins, Colts, man, don't sound that great of a show. You know, old school. What's that? It was the AFC East back in the day. But this is an old school division rival. They ain't in the same division no more. Colts is in the South for some reason because Indianapolis is nowhere close to the South. But I know a couple Colts fans down here in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? And back in my Techno Bowl days, these two teams was a rival. You know what I mean? In the Dan Marino / Eric Dickerson days. You know what I mean? You wanted to see this game. Now, it don't got the same luster as it did back in the day. But, you know, what I want to say about the Dolphins, coach on the hot seat, 2 on the hot seat, I got a feeling they're going to step up this year. They had a top 5 defense last year, which nobody knew about. They added Minka Fitzpatrick to that defense on a sneaky move and got rid of maybe a problem in Jalen Ramsey. I really didn't talk about him when I talked about the Steelers, but he was a problem for them. So they got rid of their issues and brought in a really good player. And on their defense, which is already real good, hey, Miami might be one of them sleeper teams this year. I expect them to beat the Colts with Daniel Jones at quarterback. You know what I mean? They got some good receivers down and for the Colts, though. So I think they'll scrap them. But the Colts ain't bad on defense neither. So we shall see about that game. After that, you got still at 1 o'clock, you got the Panthers versus the Jaguars. Now, why is this game interesting to me? Number 1, Travis Hunter. Number 2, Bryce Young. Now, I just talked about the other game where it's 2 MVPs. This game, we got 2 former Heisman Trophy winners who are trying to get their careers right. Now, one of them's the career is just getting started, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, the show thing that everybody's coming to see this year. Whether you like it, hate it, hating on him, think he can play 2 ways, you about to watch and find out. Now, Bryce Young is trying to refurbish his career. He's been in the league for 2 years, and at the end of last year, he started to step up a little bit. It started to look a little better for Bryce Young, the ex-Heisman Trophy winner. So today, we get to watch the Panthers and the Jaguars, and the Panthers are lucky enough to get the first look at Travis Hunter. Their fans have a great opportunity here because I wanted to see Travis Hunter play. I wish it was at 4 o'clock, but I'll be watching the Steelers game. But yeah, also the Panthers, they're twins. The Panthers and the Jaguars are twin brothers. They came out of the NFL womb at the same time, the same year, and have actually had success to be, what do they call those teams? Damn, why can't I think of it? Anyway, when they put a new team in the league, you know, usually those teams, they suck right away. But nah, I believe it was the second year the Panthers and the Jaguars in the same season went to the championship game, NFC and AFC championship game. So yeah, I expect better from the Panthers and the Jaguars this year. Everybody talks shit on Trevor Lawrence, which he deserves all of it, but still, very talented dude. So we shall see if the Jaguars can step up. All right, Cardinals Saints too. I can't believe that starting Rattler over Tyler Shock. He drafted Tyler Shock over Shador, 2nd round, and he ain't even starting. And then when I watched the game, I liked him better than Rattler. So I don't know, but I think the Saints got a good coach, Kellen Moore from the Cowboys. Used to be quarterback at Boise State. Good offensive coordinator. Real good offensive coordinator. Now he's getting his first head coaching job. That's what I'm looking like at this Saints game. I'm looking at why did he throw Rattler in there, and what do he got up his sleeve? Rattler got something going, and he must to put him in over your second round pick who looked like he got a strong arm and looks pretty mobile. So I don't think Tyler Shock had a bad preseason, but he didn't get the nod from Kellen Moore. So we shall see. On the flip side, the Cardinals, Kyler Murray just got to step the fuck up this year. It is what it is. Kyler Murray is the thorn in this team right here. He just don't play well. You can say, if you got him on your fantasy team, oh, he did this. That's fantasy, dog. That's not real football. In real football, he fucks it up. Critical situations, he can't convert. Or he gives up interceptions when he could have did something simple and went on to the next play, like throw the ball out of bounds. He does goofy shit to fuck it up for his team. It is what it is. And that's why the Cardinals ain't good. They got a good tight end in McBride. I don't know what the hell happened to Marvin Harrison last year, but hopefully he can step back up. But we shall see. All right, let's move on, man. Let's move on to another segment I got here. Upset alert. Upset alert. If you're in the chat, shout me out. Let me know you in the chat. Call into the show. You got something to say. We always live, man. 412-407-2744. Like I said, I'll be doing these before the games. And we're going to get some bet and some fantasy. Anybody got a question about fantasy, hit me up because I got a question for you right after my upset alert. All right, so I got 4 games on upset alert today. All right, look at the schedule. You got Giants versus Commanders. Commanders get to open it up against the lowly Giants, the team that nobody's talking about, right? Russell Wilson starting for the Giants, too. Nobody's thinking Russell Wilson is anything anymore. Everybody's shitting on his pedigree, right? The Commanders come in here with Jaden Daniels. Everybody's loving him. Everybody's putting him in their top 5 quarterbacks already because he went to the NFC Championship game last year. Did play well all year. Don't get it twisted. I'm not shitting on Jalen Daniels, but is it possible that Jalen Daniels can have a little, and this whole team have a little sophomore slump? It's not far-fetched. We've seen it before. We've seen good quarterbacks have sophomore slumps. One that played for the same organization, RG3, had a big-time sophomore slump. So it's possible. But yeah, the Giants can start that off today on upset alert. Giants got a decent roster, man. They got some pass rushers on defense. They got some young, high draft picked corners on defense. They got a solid middle linebacker. They're not bad. 2 decent running backs. Scatterboo's in town now. See what he can do today. And they've been slinging the ball around all preseason, man. Receivers, whether they're known like Malik Neighbors or don't got no name, I see them all over the place catching passes. So, yeah, don't sleep on the Giants this year. Giants is definitely my sleeper team this year. Can they upset the Commanders? We shall see. Here on the Underground Sports Show, man. Call in, man. Tell me what you know. You know what I'm saying? Call in to the show. Up next on Upset Alert, we got the Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Now, you saying, Rich, these ain't really good teams at all. I don't know. Buccaneers, that's big time sleeper team. They made the playoffs last year. They beat the Eagles 2 years ago in the playoffs, sent them home, put their coach on the hot seat. And Tampa Bay got talent, man. They can conjure up a little bit of defense. Baker Mayfield is going to get the ball to who he wants to get the ball to at all times. And it really doesn't matter to him who's out there. Gunslinger extraordinaire. Baker Mayfield. Say less, bruh. Cause if you come out here and say Baker Mayfield ain't that dude, I don't know what you're tripping on. Tom Holliday in the house. Yo, what up, baby? But yeah, Baker Mayfield's that dude. But can the Falcons, the upstart Falcons, Michael Penix, talking a lot of shit this preseason. Saying he's going to get the ball to Pitts. Saying he's going to get the ball to London. Lefty, strong arm lefty, out of Washington. Finally getting his chance to shine. Put Kirk Cousins and all his money on the bench. He don't look like he's feeling the pressure, though. He looks very comfortable. We should see against this Buccaneers defense. I expect this to be some points put up on the board today in this Buccaneers-Falcons game. And my homeboy been coming at me telling me, look, Atlanta, that's my sleeper team. So Atlanta might have something going. They went out and got them some big-time pass rushers. But you know Atlanta usually be slipping on defense, but we shall see. It ain't like Atlanta ain't never been good at all. When Matt Ryan was there, they was decent. They should have won a Super Bowl. So it was real decent. So yeah, let's see if the Buccaneers can get upset by the Falcons, who is in a division, and the Buccaneers have been dominating that division for the past at least 2 to 3 years. Okay? So up next on Upset Alert, I got the Bengals versus the Browns. Now, look, there's two teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, but everybody's expecting the Bengals to be the shit. Well, I ain't even going to blame it on everybody, man. If you go to FanDuel and you look at the Super Bowl odds, right? First of all, the Bengals is in front of the Steelers. The Bengals is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've got the 7th highest odds to win the Super Bowl. Now, they done locked all this up. I don't know why. Let me see if I can reset it. But, yeah, they was showing me the odds. But, yeah, but the 7th. Okay, the odds is back. I had to refresh it. Yeah, but still a 7th. $1,800. You'll win $1,800 if you put $100 on the Bengals. But everybody knows that defense was atrocious last year. Now, I'm the one that been saying the whole time, it ain't that hard to step up a little bit with an offense like that. That defense, you just got to be a little better than you was last year, bro. That was horrible. But then they come out in the preseason, and they look the same. And I know it's just the preseason. Yeah, tides can turn and all that good stuff like that. But you still got to have a good showing. And people was running up all down the field on them in the preseason. Now, their best player wasn't out there, Hendrickson. Shamar Stewart, the other pass rusher they got in the draft, got out to a slow start with his contract and stuff like that. But we should see. But on the Browns side of it, you know, I think the Browns is motivated. I really do. Especially Myles Garrett. And if he's going to be the captain of that defense, you need to motivate that defense to be really, really good this year. Because Joe Flacco will keep you, you know, off the field. He'll get a first down here and there. You know, they're going to drive the ball. He ain't going to make the big mistake, even though, I don't know. Joe's good for it, though. He'll do it every now and then. We all wish Shador was in there, but, you know, we kind of knew from the very beginning Joe Flacco was going to get the job. Shador was never going to win that job. You could tell from the very beginning. So that conversation's over. I wonder if we even see Shador this year. But, hey, man, Browns might be able to upset the Bengals today since the Bengals, and the only reason I say that, Bengals ain't even a playoff team last year, but Vegas got them rated so high. The seventh best odds to win the Super Bowl is the Bengals. Now, the Steelers, and this is in front of the Chargers, Minnesota, in front of Washington, Commanders, in front of Denver. Steelers is way down there after the Bears. They got the Bears and the Cardinals in front of the Steelers when it comes to Super Bowl odds. Super Bowl winning odds. You throw 100 on the Steelers right now, you walk home with 5,500 if the Steelers win the Super Bowl. Is it worth it? Worth your $100 to throw a buck on the Steelers? I know I wouldn't throw a buck on the Bears to win $4,000. I mean, a buck. I wouldn't do that. Cardinals? Hell no. Hell no. But they got the Steelers down here with all the... Seattle's mediocre. I fucks with Seattle, but they got them down here with all the chunk teams. Atlanta, Jacksonville, Dallas, Colts, Miami. Tua can stay upright. You never know. But yeah, you want to throw something on a Super Bowl right now, who you got winning it? You throw $100 on the Ravens, you walk away with $700 on Super Bowl Sunday. That ain't too bad. Ravens got the best roster in football. Not the worst bet in the world. Not the worst bet in the world. See who else is in there. Eagles back to back. You can with $700 too off 100. Green Bay just acquired Micah Parsons. Everybody's saying they might be able to do something. Or a sleeper team like this year's sleeper team. Nobody's talking about Detroit. Nobody's talking about Detroit. So what we going to do? Let's talk about Detroit. You put 100 on Detroit, walk away with $1,200. But let's talk about Detroit because that's one of the biggest games of the day too. The Lions got the Packers today, man. The Lions and the Packers. Like I said, nobody's talking about the Lions. Nobody. That game they lost to the Commanders last year in the playoffs, that just ruined them. Nobody's even talking about them no more. To me, that's a good thing. That's another thing a good team like that need. They done came up short, and now they got a chip on their shoulder. So, Lions going to be dangerous this year. And this game is also interesting on the Packers' end because what is Micah going to do? Now, they saying he's going to need some shots maybe in his back or something like that. Hey, man, that sounds kind of wild. They said he was having back problems, but everybody thought it was fake, right? Everybody thought Micah's problems with his back was fake because he wanted his money from Jerry. And then then he goes over to Green Bay, where they got a top 5 defense, and he adds to that. I'm like, shit, it's on. Then all of a sudden in the report, coming across the ticker, he might have to get a shot in his back. I'm like, oh, the back shit was real. So Green Bay gave away 2 first-round picks and a Pro Bowl player and paid the man, and his back might be jacked up still. Now I know what Green Bay's thinking though. They're trying to pull them another Reggie White. And you can only be so mad. You can only be so mad at the attempt. You can only be so mad at the attempt to get them another Reggie White because we know what those results was. Al, it's the Underground Sports Show. What you know?
Press 2.
Al, it's the Underground. Who's calling?
Yo,
What's up with you?
you hear me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's on you.
Yeah, you was talking about the Bengals and the Browns?
Talking about the Bengals and the Browns for a second, yes, sir. You talking about whatever you talking about.
Hey, man, the Bengals is going to blow the Browns out. The Browns are trash.
Browns is trash? You don't think that defense is decent? They got a number 1 corner.
It's trash.
They got one of the
They're
pack.
going
They're going to get blown out. Why you say that? It's the defense?
Bengals,
Or Joe Flacco can't
they
fuck
don't have
with
no
them?
offense.
They got
They
no
don't
offense.
have no offense, man.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
They
they
don't have
got
no offense to keep up with the Bengals. And the defense is not crazy like that. I mean, you can neutralize Myles Garrett. I mean, even if you do have a sack or two,
yeah.
that's not going to make or break the game. You know what I mean? So I think they're going to lose by at least, 14 to 17 points at least.
We shall see. Hey, I mean, I ain't saying they're going to beat them. They just on my upset alert list. You know what I'm saying? I had a list of 4 teams that was on upset alert.
Yeah.
I had the Giants. You think the Giants got a chance to beat the Commanders?
Yeah, where they playing at? New York?
No, they play in Washington, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me check.
It'll be a close game. Division rivalry. I think it'll be a close game.
Well, that's what I'm saying about the Bengals and the Browns, too. But the Browns just
know.
that ass. Everybody's talking shit on the Browns. I think the Browns going to be respectful this year. You don't got no respect for the Browns. That's what that sounds like to me.
None. None. I mean, they don't have a quarterback. For one, if you don't got a franchise quarterback, you're gonna struggle.
Very
They
true.
don't- You know what I mean? They don't. On offense, who do they have on offense? They don't have no receivers.
Jerry Jeudy is
They
a
got
Pro Bowler.
Njoku.
Jerry Jeudy and Joku.
Judy was a Pro Bowler. Judy was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, Jeudy was one of the best receivers in the league last year. Jerry Jeudy.
from Denver.
Yep. He finally redeemed his
Oh,
career.
no,
He made the Pro Bowl last year, bro.
when?
Telling you. I'm gonna Google it right.
Man, he must have went in as a reserve. He was horrible last year.
No, he wasn't. Jerry Jeudy,
I don't
number
think
2.
Man, Yes.
I'm
He
telling
traded
you.
from Denver, right?
Yeah, they got him from Denver a few years back.
Man,
I'm gonna tell you his
I
stats
don't
right
think he
now.
made the Pro Bowl, dog.
I'm
I don't
guaranteeing
think he
you.
made the Pro Bowl, but
All right, hold on.
uh,
Just because I don't got it up here, the only reason it took me so long. Hold on.
yeah, but I don't
Oh,
think
they
offensively, I
showing
don't
me
think
they
got
showing
it.
me this year's already. Damn, I forgot the season started.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was pretty bad in Denver because the one
Oh,
they
he
was
was
talking about
definitely
him on
bad in Denver.
ESPN
I'm talking about last year, and he played for Cleveland last year.
the whole year last year.
Yeah. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me find it.
I thought they just made the trade last year. I might be a year behind. Yeah, I might be a year behind.
You
but
definitely
I'm
is.
just
You
not,
sound. Yeah, you behind.
really
All right, here
okay.
it go right here. Hold on. Find it. This is still this year's shit. All right, never mind, man. They got all the
Another thing too. You was talking about anything, man.
right.
Uh,
I'm listening.
Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna make it past Game 4, man. Health wise,
Yeah, and so you think
I
Tomlin
don't think
made
he's
the
gonna
right?
make it.
You think Tomlin made the right decision, but not playing him, or you think they should have got some timing and shit together?
I mean, I wouldn't play him in the playoff in the preseason
Preseason?
because he's fragile and he's old as hell
Damn.
in the preseason. But at the same time, I mean, I think it was a bad decision even bringing him here. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, make a move to get a real quarterback. I don't know what you're waiting for.
So what's the move you would have
Every
made?
good quarterback. I don't know. They try to trade for somebody. I don't know who.
Yeah,
Or-
exactly.
I mean, just like I like how Dallas gave up Michael Parsons for 2 first rounders and a Pro Bowl D tackle.
You would have
I'll
traded
give up,
T.J. Watt.
I don't know. That's a stretch.
So that's our equivalent to
For
Micah
for two first rounders
and a player.
You got to give me a real good player, and 2 first rounders. Yeah, I'd let him go. Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, that's what Dallas did.
I mean, I don't know for who, or I would have traded T.J. Watt for a franchise quarterback. I don't know who was giving up the quarterback, but I mean, you got to try something. I mean, just having T.J. Watt. I mean, you need him. He's big on defense, but
I mean, he be dragging us to the playoffs every year. He's been dragging us to the playoffs every year.
definitely. But we still need an offense to win in the playoffs.
We definitely do.
There's no point in going to the playoffs and losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't got a franchise quarterback, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, T.J. Watt's special though.
Yeah.
I do give him that, but I would have to give up. I mean, I had to give a franchise quarterback, and I don't know who was giving one up for T.J. Watt. So
Basically, you saying Aaron
that's a
Rodgers.
stretch.
Basically, you saying Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna be no more better than Russell Wilson or Justin Fields was last year.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. We might be worse off with Aaron Rodgers, actually.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
We're gonna have a lot of 3 and outs. As soon as we start having 3 and outs, he gets frustrated and start bitching.
No
DK
doubt.
Metcalf gonna start bitching. You know what I mean? It's gonna be. I don't know. I think they cooked up a nice little recipe for disaster.
Ooh, okay. That's what I was asking for. What did you think on the whole spectrum of it? I'm listening. Go ahead.
Defense will probably be straight. Defense probably gonna put in work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
they always
But
do.
offense, man, they're gonna be 3 and out with field goals.
Yeah, and especially
3 and out punt.
you
3 and out punt. Like, I mean, that's even worse.
it's a combination of what you said and what I'm saying at the same time. You got an old quarterback, so you're scared to put him out there in the preseason. So now your timing ain't right. Now you're talking about 3 and outs. That's probably going to happen early. It's going to be a slow game, I think. Obviously, because, I mean, we got Justin Fields at one time. We know he ain't going to, like, throw for 300, 400. And then you got Aaron Rodgers, who ain't practiced or releasing a game, and he's with a new team. And, damn, the whole offense is pretty much new, right? You know what I mean? You got DK Metcalf. You got Jalen Warren's first start as the starter. Caleb Johnson's coming out of college. You know, Jonnu Smith just got here. The offense, everybody's new. Yeah, the O-line, I'm back on this side, you on that side.
The O-line didn't get any better.
Well, that's you got to prove that in the pudding. You got to prove that in the pudding, though. I mean, you ain't getting no better on paper, but until you go out there and line up, we'll find out the day. Today's the day we find out if they got better. Today's the day.
I mean, that's true.
Because I said it earlier.
The rookie,
Listening. Go ahead.
the rookie, he don't look that impressive. You know what I mean? He don't look special.
Oh, which rookie?
You know
Or
what
the
I mean?
offensive
The
line?
running
Or
back.
no.
The rookie running back.
No, it's
The
on.
running back.
It's on Jalen Warren. Yeah, it's on Jalen Warren. And
So,
I
mean,
yeah.
I think offensively they didn't make enough progress. You know what I mean? You get DK, then you let go of Pickens. You should have at least let him and Pickens play together before you trade Pickens.
You didn't see the Cowboys game?
But at the same time, all right. So now
Pickens is still up to his bullshit. Yeah, but he's a cancer.
Yeah, he definitely is. But at the same time, you didn't get nothing in return for him though.
They traded, didn't they?
But what they did,
I can't remember. Some smaller little third round pick or something like that. Yeah, they got something.
you know what I mean?
Got something.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying though. They still are. They only got one receiver, DK Metcalf, and DK Metcalf. You know what I mean? Okay, so if he gets all the attention, you take him away. Who else you gonna throw the ball to?
Well, hopefully Freiermuth. Hopefully Jonnu Smith, who you just paid, Pro Bowler last year. Hopefully you get the ball to him. I mean, Aaron Rodgers should be smart enough to spread it around. 2 tight ends. Then Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin got high level speed, if anything. They got high level speed.
Yeah.
Okay? So you got to use that speed, and you're going to have to throw, Scotty Miller's your going across the middle type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Little quick in and out type receiver.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the strategy to me. I ain't saying it's the perfect situation, but that's the strategy.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you going into the season with a 40-year-old plus quarterback, one receiver,
one noted receiver,
and and he's and he's not even the youngest no more. He got what I mean. And then and a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
And you about to go in and you got to go against Joe Burrow and Chase and Higgins. You know what I mean? You can't match up with that.
Well, you got to slow it down. You got to
quarterback and some nobodies.
Well, Jalen Warren ain't a nobody.
Oh, man. I mean, he is.
Everybody thought he was better than Najee. Now it's time to be better than Najee, bro. Right?
But I mean, I understand that, but I mean, he hasn't had to carry the whole team on his back.
Exactly. But
so
he's about to. We don't know. I'm just saying he's going to have to be that guy that you're not talking about.
What you're going into the season with. All right, okay. So
you're right.
This is what we're going to the season with. But there's guys like you see what Washington is going to the season with.
Right.
You see what the Texans is going to the season with. I mean, they got receivers. They just got Chubb. Nixon will be back.
True.
And they got Damian Pierce. You know what I'm saying? It's like those are the teams that's going to go and compete.
Yeah, but
we're not even putting. You know what I mean?
The past 10 years.
I don't know.
The past 10 years, whose defense been better in dragging them to the playoffs for the past 10 years?
Okay, for the past 10 years, whose offense been 3-and-out punt, 3-and-out punt,
very
supposed
true.
to get a turnover, 3-and-out punt.
Right.
But and that's been going on for years, dog. That offense been stagnant for a long time.
But what I'm saying, you're talking about other teams that got all this offense. You ain't talking about their defense, though.
The Texans got a good defense. So
they can't fuck with us, though. They can't fuck with us. They can't fuck with us. I'm just saying. You saying they can fuck with us on offense. I'm saying we can fuck with them on defense. Yeah, you got this guy. Just like we beat the Bengals last year. The same team that the Bengals got now, we beat last year.
Didn't the Texans beat the brakes off the Steelers last year?
They beat the brakes off of them like in a playoff game a couple years ago or something. They definitely whooped their ass.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
but we also beat the Bengals last year. You mentioned
you know what I mean?
We could beat Houston. Yeah, that was one bad day. Yeah, I mean, we don't got a better option, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You need
Justin
to go
Fields you wasn't paying Justin.
If your best option is a 40-year-old quarterback, you're in very bad shape, man.
I don't know, man. What about John Elway? That's what my whole question of the day was. When he was old, when he was 38, he won back-to-back Super Bowls. And it ain't always about the age. That nigga, he was crippled.
That was one of those two back-to-back Super Bowls. Those was two of like the greatest teams ever put together, man.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is You don't know that yet. It's week 1. You got to
Dog,
step
that-
up.
man,
DK,
listen.
what?
Hold on.
I'm not
Dog,
saying
so
I'm
let me
saying
ask you this.
spitting facts.
What
I'm
you're
just
saying
saying. No, I'm
is-
being optimistic. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that's more than optimistic.
How?
That's optimistic. And
The
a little-
Steelers, the
that's
Steelers
optimistic
win
with a
every
little bit of
year.
cocaine on
The
top of it.
Steelers win every year
Dog,
with worse
you talking
offenses.
about Denver? You talking about the back-to-back Super Bowl Denver Broncos
No,
with a
no.
40-year-old legend?
Right. Aaron Rodgers ain't a legend.
Terrible, man.
Aaron Rodgers ain't a legend.
Man, yes, but he gonna need a crazy ass team behind him.
Okay, and all I'm
Because
saying is
when Peyton Manning-
nobody knew
when
before
Peyton
that
Manning won
happened
the
that that
Super
team
Bowl,
was crazy. Nobody knew before that. Terrell Davis just busted out.
man,
He just busted. I'm just being
Okay.
optimistic.
man,
It's
that
a talk show.
O-line was crazy. They had receivers. They had Shannon Sharp.
Gotta
the
step up.
defense
That's the
was
only way to win
loaded.
this year. Somebody other than Aaron Rodgers got to do it. You trying to put it on
All
Aaron
right, let me ask
Rodgers.
you this.
I'm not putting it on Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers this year. I'm putting it on the rest of the
Who you putting
team.
on?
I'm putting it on the rest of the team to step the fuck up. You got DK Metcalf last year. All you had was George Pickens. I
Okay.
believe DK could be
Okay.
better than George Pickens was,
What you
or
say?
just as good. I believe DK Metcalf could be just as good or better than George Pickens. All I'm saying is we made the
Okay.
playoffs last year with a pretty much similar team, bro, and we got better players.
Exactly. And
Yeah, we still
okay,
made the
time out,
playoffs.
time out. So since they made the playoffs last year, you saying they wasn't trash last year?
Well, on offense or the whole team.
Yeah, offense.
The offense was trash. Yeah, we know that.
The Lamar Jackson and them ran hog wild on them niggas.
Okay,
last year.
on one day, we still was the we wasn't the worst defense in the league. We was ranked like 11. We was ranked 6 in the run. So it ain't like they did that all year to us. That was one game, and it was Derrick Henry. In the playoffs, that's what happens in the playoffs. When you go to the playoffs, you get your ass whooped. That's how Detroit, same thing. They got their ass whooped. They was good all year, still got their ass whooped. That one little game, the game we played against Baltimore in the regular season, we had them motherfuckers, dog. They're not indestructible.
One game.
Bruh, I'm just saying.
One game,
that
right?
we don't even have the
Like
best
one game,
team yet.
In the second game, they got handled.
On
They got
paper,
handled in the
they got a
playoffs.
way better team than we got. I guarantee you're confident in the Ravens, ain't you? Because you're just
I
talking
think they're
about
gonna
on
go-
paper.
They're going to do damage.
I'm talking about what might happen this year. Could happen. What the Steelers need to
All right,
do.
okay.
That's what they.
So
the
what's
the
the
Steelers
Steelers
need
record?
everybody around Aaron Rodgers to step up. That's what they need to happen.
okay,
Everybody got paid.
What-
Do your
What's the
motherfucking
Steelers-
thing.
What's the Steelers record? What's the Steelers record at the end of the season?
Always winning. Mike Tomlin don't got a winning record.
No,
you talk about this year?
I'm telling you this year. I'm asking you this year. What's their record going to be?
I wouldn't give them more than 11 wins, 12 at most.
11 wins.
Yeah.
Man, all right. I'll give you. They might go 500.
Okay, that's what's up. That's
They
what's
might
up.
go
What's
500.
you can't go
I'm gonna
500
give
no
you-
more. You can't go 500. You gotta be 9-7
All right,
or
well,
7-9, ain't it? So,
Okay.
so which one they
7-9.
going to be? We having a losing season or not? Go ahead and say it.
Losing season. Losing
I
season.
feel your energy, bro. I feel your energy. What up, Pittsburgh, big dog?
I think they got
Salute,
worse.
baby.
I think they got worse than they was last year, man.
Okay, we shall see. I do think we're gonna miss Najee Harris. I agree with some of it, what you saying. I don't think we got better at tight end. We just if you got talent, man. If you could coach these boys up, and that's the reason I didn't like the preseason because I feel like they was coaching a whole bunch of young dudes that ain't gonna be playing this year. And what is you doing that for when you got a whole bunch of dudes that ain't even ready to play that you're gonna be playing? So I agree with you. It's gonna be a slow start. I just think I'm being optimistic. I'm being optimistic that they can fix that and show me something that we couldn't see at practice or something because they never showed us in the preseason. So I mean,
we didn't see Aaron Rodgers play, so we can't.
Exactly.
We can't really know, but it's okay. Okay.
Exactly.
So do you think you got faith in Arthur Smith's offense and Aaron Rodgers running it?
I got faith in Aaron Rodgers way more than I had over Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Mason Rudolph. So that's why I'm optimistic. It's our best opportunity. And
Let me
we
ask you
all
this.
got a
Let me
little
ask you
bit of
this.
fan in us, and I know when the Steelers are sad, they sad. But I mean, I am optimistic because we got some talent. We got some decent talent. They just got to put it
All
together.
right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this though. Okay, Aaron Rodgers was at the Jets last year, right?
Right?
So offensively, do you think the Jets had more weapons offensively or the Steelers?
The Steelers.
So you think we got better running backs than Brees Hall?
But I think we had a better running game than them, period. Period.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the whole unit. Najee had over a G, what everybody want to shit on, like it ain't fucking nothing. But you do it 4 years in a row, you is what you is, I'll take a G. Guaranteed G? Yeah. Especially when you only get the ball 17 times, 21 times. It ain't like old school niggas get double 30 times. No, it ain't like that no more. But on the rip side, your boy Jalen Warren still had 500 something or 600 rushing yards. After thinking, and Aaron Rodgers already came out and said the Jets had the worst running game I ever seen. Now I don't know if he's just talking shit on them.
That shit wasn't worse than the Steelers.
What, last year? I just told you it was. It don't matter if it was worse. At the end of the day, the Steelers were successful. The Steelers had over 1,600 yards rushing last year as a unit. I don't care what individual hood name you talking about. Okay. That don't matter to me. Right, they can run the pill. But they took away Najee. We was talking about Najee Harris. Like I said, I regret, not regret, but I'm hoping we don't miss Najee as much as I feel like we're going to miss Najee.
Okay, listen to this though. You saying they had a good rushing year last year with 1,600 yards rushing.
Over.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Over 1,600.
Yeah.
But motherfucking the Ravens averaged like 400 yards rushing a game.
That's fine. They're better than us at rushing. I never said that wasn't true. What that got to do with it?
So if the best is at if the best team is at 400,
okay,
and you only had less than 2,000 the whole season, you ain't even in you're not even in the same planet as these niggas.
But you only play. There's only one day to play though, bro. You could do all them stats all year if you want. You got to play me today, nigga. You got to play me today.
Yeah, and when I play
so as long as that, okay, like that was last year though. That was last year, and it ain't like we ain't never beat them.
That's what I'm saying.
And we shut him down the first game. He coughed. He fumbled.
Last year, running the ball and passing the ball. The nigga was like 28 for 29 for 30th.
So how do we win games?
And they didn't make no improvements.
How did we
win? They didn't make no improvements.
How you figure they got all new players?
So man, they
got rid of players. They got rid of players and got all new players. You saying they're just as bad as the dudes last year, right?
They didn't upgrade offensively.
Okay, they just trying. That's all I'm saying.
You get rid of one number one, then you bring another number one in.
Right.
And I'm saying DK Metcalf
with a better attitude. With a better attitude. With a better attitude.
DK Metcalf got ejected for slapping somebody or some shit last year.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
He's a diva.
He's
a diva too.
All receivers is divas.
No, he damn near got ejected.
All receivers is divas. Name another receiver that didn't do that. Name another receiver that never got in trouble. But George Pickens is a casher. There's a difference between being a diva and a casher.
Okay.
All wide receivers show out, dog. Okay. So just because he slapped the dude in the face don't mean he's undisciplined as George Pickens. I'm talking about undisciplined in football. Fuck all the extra shit. I'm talking about running your routes, doing the right thing, being focused when you want to be supposed to be focused. Not all the little extra. Everybody do goofy stuff.
If you're the number one receiver, you get kicked out the game, dog. Like you're of no good to me.
Yeah,
that's the same shit.
It still happens. It still happens.
DK Metcalf. Pickens and DK Metcalf, them niggas is top five receivers in the bullshit.
The difference between DK Metcalf and George Pickens is George Pickens is lazy and DK Metcalf is not. George Pickens is not focused on football. Period. I'd rather have DK Metcalf. That's what makes it an upgrade to me. Period. Now, it ain't DK Metcalf that got to step up. It wasn't George Pickens that had to step up last year. I'm not saying George Pickens is a bad player. I just rather have DK Metcalf. I think that's an upgrade. I think Aaron Rodgers is an upgrade over all them other dudes I named, like Russell Wilson, Justin Fields.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I think it's an upgrade. I think it's an upgrade, bro. It's not great. It's just
an upgrade over
what? Over who?
Over Russ.
Over Russ? Yeah.
You like him over Russ?
Yep. I bet you he throw over the middle way better.
I think I'd rather go.
Nah, Russ be baking in the pocket. Yo.
Russ is young.
Cookies.
Russ is younger, and Russell cares about football way more than Aaron Rodgers does.
Russ is nice. It just ain't fit here, man. I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers' attitude. Russell was too laid back. This young team right here, they need somebody to kick them in the ass, bro. Russell Wilson was chilling too much for me on that.
Man, that kick him in the ass shit don't work no more. Dude. That shit don't work no more. Ain't nobody. Man,
you gotta know how to do it.
You
just gotta do it differently. You just gotta do it differently.
How you gonna kick ass? You ain't even play. You ain't play off, man. No, man.
You just gotta do it. You gotta do it differently, bro. That's all.
He's never been. Nobody never said Aaron Rodgers was a good leader. Never.
What? Who talks bad about Aaron Rodgers that played with him? Nobody.
Man, nobody's
been talking
that said he was such a good quarterback, a good leader either.
I mean, he's been winning for years to get all types of MVPs. How you doing all that without being no type of leader at all?
I mean,
he got a Super Bowl. It ain't like he ain't got none.
He just has to. I mean, yeah,
he's been in a lot of big games.
He's saying he's old as shit.
I'm sure he knows how to lead in some type of way. Yeah, he's old. He's old. We're gonna give you that, but hey, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers option.
He's old in a young man's game.
Yeah, we'll see. So was Tom Brady. And I ain't saying it's going to be Tom Brady. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying it happened before. So, what?
You can't say Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in the same sentence.
Hold on. I mean, how far back is Aaron Rodgers then?
In what? Like
in the same? I mean, you can't put nobody in the same sentence with Tom Brady. We just talk about the old part and it worked. So was John Elway. I can name a couple other dudes.
Yeah, but listen, okay. All right, listen.
What was the Blanda dude way back in the day? Hold up. Testaverde was old as fuck and played pretty decent.
Look at who?
Testaverde for the Jets. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know you talking about Testaverde.
This ain't new, bro. This ain't new.
I mean, yeah,
somebody's going to have an old quarterback on our team. It's just our turn, bro. It's our turn. We got to deal with it. That's all it is, man. I get it though.
Russ was old last year.
And Russ failed
last year.
And Russ was fucking up.
You go older.
And you just said it last year. All you talked about is what they did last year with Russell at quarterback. That's all you talked about was last year. That's why they went and got a new quarterback. What was they going to do?
I'll take Russ.
You took Russ and lose again. And lose to the Ravens again.
I mean, yeah.
That's what's going to happen, dog. Fuck that. Hey, Tommy, what we got to get out of here, man. Game starting about 10, man.
All right.
You know I got some hot food over this joint, man. Hey, yo, it's the Underground Sports Show, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all showing up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tommy, we appreciate the call, baby. Ow, we out of here. It's the Underground.
It's the Underground. It's the Underground. It's the Underground. It's the Underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass.
Yeah.
Before you done.
Check the next show, baby.
It's the Underground. Yeah.
Next Sunday, we're going to do it again.
It's the Underground. Yeah. You better pass. You better run.
Okay.
And that's your ass. Before you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the Underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the Underground, it's the Underground, it's the Underground, yeah, it's the Underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. When you're done, it's the Underground, it's the Underground, yeah, it's the Underground, it's the Underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. When you're done.